Saw a nice story on Dan Marley recently, head coach at Grand Canyon, the Antelopes, 24-4 on this season, and they've improved the last couple of years that Dan's been the head coach. Of course, the former NBA great, and now my Antelopes, Dan Marley joining us. Coach, how are you?
I'm great, Dan. How are you?
I'm great. How did you get to Grand Canyon?
Well, I was an assistant coach for the Suns and under Alvin Gentry, and they decided to let Alvin go at the All-Star break. And I thought I was in line for the head coaching job there, and they kind of passed the three assistants by and gave it to somebody else. So I quickly realized that maybe I wasn't in their future plans. So I kind of resigned there and didn't know what was going to happen. And I got a call from Jerry Colangelo, who drafted me and was the owner of the Suns back in the day. And he's associated with Grand Canyon. The business school is named after him here. And he was asking me if I'd like to sit down with him and President Mueller at Grand Canyon. And they were talking about going Division I and if I'd be interested in interviewing for the head coaching job. And Grand Canyon being right here in the, downtown Phoenix, I said sure. And I sat down and listened to President Mueller and what his vision of Grand Canyon's going to be and what it is, and I jumped at the idea. It's a great situation, and being under those two gentlemen, it was a no-brainer for me.
All right, you're 24-4, and now you're playing is it a complete Division I schedule you're playing?
Yeah, we're a complete Division I schedule. We are in a transition period going from Division II to Division I. We can't go to the tournament for 4 years, so we have this year, then next year. Then after that, we'll be able to play in the NCAA or the NIT. But we've been, Division I for the last couple years. This year we played San Diego State and we played Louisville. And last year we played Kentucky and Indiana. And next year we're playing at Duke, at Arizona,
Nice.
at Illinois, at Penn State. And we also have Louisville and San Diego State coming here to play us on campus. So we've been playing a full Division I schedule.
Well, okay, for some small schools, it would be a cash grab, but you don't need to do that at Grand Canyon because schools got money there, resources there. You're taking on an awful lot where it's not even you get the reciprocal home and home with some of these schools. Why?
Well, it's an interesting situation because we are able to schedule a lot of home games, and that's big for us because we have a terrific facility here. We seat 7,200. We sell out most games. We have a student section that I think rivals any student section in the country, and it gives us a true home court advantage. And we're just trying to play the best possible schedule we can non-conference because we can't go to the tournament yet, and that's big for recruiting. When President Mueller hired me here, he told me he wanted me to make this a top 25 program, and that's been our goal ever since. And that's why we push our guys so hard. And we won 15 games my first year, 17 last year, and we're at 24-4 right now. And we've had big wins. We beat San Diego State at San Diego State. We beat Houston in Vegas and Marshall to win a Vegas tournament. So we're having a great year, and we just want to build on it.
Talking to Dan Marley, the school is Grand Canyon University. They're 24-4. When you go to recruit kids, do they remember Thunder Dan, or is it their parents who might remember what you did?
Definitely the parents. Yeah, they don't know a whole lot about me, so I actually ask them to YouTube, or I just have pictures around to show them. But their parents do remember me, and the trick for us is to get kids here on campus. Phoenix is a beautiful city. We have when I first got here, we had 4,000 students on campus. Now we have 15,000. In the next 3 years, we'll probably have anywhere from 25 to 30. So it's a growing campus with great facilities, and being right here in downtown Phoenix doesn't hurt, and the relationships they have here. And as you know, Dan, a lot of these kids want to take their game to the next level. And I tell them I went to a mid-major school at Central Michigan, and I know what it takes to get to that next level. And to come here at Grand Canyon and help us build something that's pretty special would be a great thing for them.
What do these kids want to know about your career? As far as who you played against, Michael Jordan?
Yeah, who I played against, who's the last guy beat me in horse, and of course I mentioned your name. And then as soon as I say that, then it's a no-brainer. And they said, you beat Dan Praktic, you must be pretty good.
But you didn't beat me.
Oh, that's right. Dang.
And I wasn't going to bring this up. I told my guy.
Yeah, you were. I just had to get to it before you did.
Dan, it's so.
I know you had that in your back pocket, and you were just waiting for it.
Okay. Now, I want you you can tell the audience how you remember the story.
I don't remember the story. I just remember that we were I think it was at a shoot-around in 1992-93. I was focused on the Bulls. You ended up beating me, which really spurred me on. I said, I got to get better, and I ended up having a great series because of your actions, and you beat me, so that made me a better player, so thank you.
But you beat me earlier in the year in Hartford. Remember, it was you, me, and Cedric Sabalos, and you crushed me. And that was a preseason game, I think, against the Celtics, and you said you would give me a rematch. And little did I know, prior to a practice at the Chicago Stadium, I walked in, and you were just ready to start a practice, and you said you want your rematch. And I was in a suit and tie with Jack Ramsey. And
okay,
and
so what happened?
Let's see. It was Lionel Hollins said you get 5 warm-up shots. And so I had to take my sport coat off and loosen my tie. I had my dress shoes on, and I took 5 jumpers. And then you said, all right, we're going to shoot 15 jumpers. And then it came down to the very end where you said if you bank it, I'll count it as 2. Because if not, I was going to go for the tie. You said, do you really want to go for a tie? And you said, if you bank it from the side, a tough angle, I'll count it as 2. And I went for the win and got the win.
That is exactly what happened. So, yeah, I do give you props for that. That's exactly what happened. And it's a sore spot to this day for me.
I was waiting for a reason to call you, and then I saw your record was good. I've been rooting for you just so I could have you on my antelopes, you know. I think we need a jersey in here, Dan.
I would love to send you one. What number do you want?
I mean, I would say 3 because that's usually what I do my most damage with, would be the 3.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll get it in the mail right away.
You have a son playing for you?
No, it's my nephew. It's my older brother's kid. He's a senior this year. Really playing well for us. A really good shooter. A lot like me, unathletic. Can't do anything else, but he can really shoot it and has had a great career. It's been a lot of fun coaching him, and he'll be done after this year.
But didn't it bother Jordan that Jerry Krause of the Bulls loved you and talked about how your style and thinking of drafting you? Do I have the story right? And then Jordan wanted to show Jerry Krause that he didn't know what he was talking about, so he would try to take it out on you when he played against you?
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of the story. And then, Charles would be talking a little smack, and the last thing you want to do is talk smack to Jordan. So I got the blunt of that thing, yeah.
Wait. So Barkley would talk trash to Jordan, and then Jordan would take it out on you?
Yeah, that's how that whole thing went. So that's one of the, I fed Charles, free drinks at Marley's, all that stuff, and that's how he treats me.
Did Jordan talk trash to you?
No, and I never said. I'd say, hey Mike, how's the golf game? I just wanted to be real friendly for him because he's a guy that can just give you 50 in a second, and he did quite a few times. But I would just try to be very nice to him and just go about my business. Maybe let him drop about 30 or 40 and get out of there.
Would you rather cover Jordan or Kobe at their peak?
Michael, that was a great inspiration for me to be able to guard the best players. I had, my rookie year I guarded Larry Bird, and I guarded Magic, and I even guarded Charles when he was at Philly. And it was just a sense of pride for me to be able to guard the best player, no matter what position. I used to guard the 2, the 1, the 3, or the 4, and I was known as a defensive player. And that's just a sense of pride that I had, that I loved going against the best.
Out of that group, who talked the most, though? Charles,
Larry talked, was really funny because we came down one time and he talked to Mark West, who was the center on our team, and he said, you got this rookie guarding me, honey. He said, well, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go off this screen. This guy's going to set a screen for me. I'm going to come up. I'm going to catch this guy. I'm going to look at Marley, and I'm going to shoot a 3, and then I'm going to laugh. And that's exactly what he did.
Oh, my God.
He just came off a screen, caught it, looked at me, shot a 3, and started laughing. So he talked a lot of smack. But Larry Bird was my favorite player by far.
I try to make this point, and people think I'm crazy. Larry Bird right now at the same age as LeBron, 31. Bird averaged, I think, 30, 10, and 8. And I said, in that NBA, imagine what he's averaging now. And I said, Bird still right now is a better player than LeBron in their careers. LeBron will be better. But Larry, at this same age, went 30, 10, and 8.
Yeah, I mean, he was amazing, and just, the type of player he was, just a total team guy, rebounds, as you said, assist, diving on the floor, making shots, the ultimate teammate. I got a chance to hang out with him a few times, and just a really good, down-to-earth guy. So, I just loved the way he went about his business.
Could you imagine playing, where the 3 is so prevalent now, where if you're with Golden State, I mean, it's okay to shoot. Back Back then, there were certain teams who didn't shoot the three. You guys embraced the three because of you, but now it's commonplace. You got to be able to shoot the three. How different would you be now playing?
Yeah, we embraced the three because we got, when we traded for Charles, we understood that we were going to throw the ball to Charles, and he demands so much double teams that we were just going to spot up and just feed off of what he did. So, it's changed a lot. I don't think we shoot a lot of threes here at Grand Canyon. We shoot a really high percentage, but I still think it's a better game if you go inside and out. But you got to have the talent. Obviously, Golden State has the talent to do that.
Oh, wait, so you don't coach the three?
No, I do. I mean, it's a big part of what we do, but we just talked about it. I can't, none of my players can beat me, let alone you, in a three-point contest. So why would I live from the three-point line? So we try to throw the ball in the paint as much as possible.
Well, it's good to talk to you again, and hopefully you'll have another great season next year, and then we can talk about my three-point shooting again next year.
Well, I appreciate it, and I'll send you the jersey, and hope the golf game on the simulator is good because I know you can't be playing right now.
That's true. I'm not. I'm trying to carry a nation here with this radio show.
I hear you.
Thank you,
Nobody
Danny.
better, Dan.
Thank you,
All right,
bud.
thank you.
All right, it's Dan Marley, Grand Canyon University, the Antelopes, 24-4.